Hi again, here I am with Quattro Minuti con Casanova. I am still in Campo San Maurizio. There are actually two Casanova locations here. Maybe you saw the video on the Palazzo Bellavista where the poet Giorgio Baffo lives. Well, just across from that, here in this other corner, is the Palazzo Zaguri, and it was the home of Pietro Zaguri. He was a good friend to Casanova. When he was a younger man, Casanova would come here to the casino, they would gamble, they would talk about great ideas, so they were very good friends. But as you probably know, Casanova, was sent to prison and had to escape and lived in exile away from Venice for many, many years. Well, Pietro Zaguri helped Casanova to come back to Venice. In fact, Casanova said that Zaguri, who for 2 whole years had labored to smooth away all the difficulties that opposed my return home. So Casanova really appreciated the help from his friend who had worked tirelessly for a long time, meeting with the different ambassadors and the people in the government to allow Casanova to come back to his town of Venice. Now, Pietro Zaguri is an interesting person. He was a nobleman, but he also was a lawyer, and he also was an architect. In fact, he designed the facade of the church of San Maurizio, which is here in the Campo. At the end of this video, I'll have the camera go over there so you can see it. But when Zaguri worked as a lawyer, he had as his secretary Lorenzo da Ponte. Now, some of you, that name might be familiar to, especially if you are a fan of opera, because Lorenzo da Ponte was a Venetian, but you may know he lived for a long time in Vienna working for Mozart. He wrote the libretti, the words for the opera, for Don Giovanni, Così fan tutte, and Le Nozze di Figaro, some of the most famous of Mozart's operas. In fact, there is some conjecture, some thought that Casanova worked on Don Giovanni with da Ponte. There are some records showing Casanova's handwriting on part of Don Giovanni. But really, at least what I have found, the research is kind of inconclusive and no one can say for sure that Casanova worked on this. But Casanova and da Ponte had kind of a strange relationship. Not sure we can call it a friendship. They would both meet here. They were both friends with Pietro Zaguri, so they were in contact, and this was the place they would meet. But let's see, about da Ponte said about Casanova, "Though I liked neither his principles nor his conduct, I loved him dearly and held his advice and his precepts in high esteem." So there's a lot of talk on both sides, the letters and the diaries from both these guys, where they say they kind of don't like each other, but they do like and respect each other. Kind of a difficult relationship. But I like this quote because da Ponte seems to find some clarity with that friendship. And also one other person I'll mention who would join Zaguri and everyone else here was Andrea Memmo. And Memmo was the first, one of the procuratore of the Venetian government. He had a palazzo on the other side of town, and Casanova was friends with him and his brothers. In fact, the mother of these brothers really disliked Casanova. She thought that he was leading them astray, and that's another long story. But Andrea Memmo was here also with them, and Andrea Memmo said about Casanova, who both loved all that was good in him and forgave the bad. I'm sorry, da Ponte said about that, who both loved all that was good in him and forgave the bad. So he kind of accepted the good side with forgiving the bad side. Anyways, this Palazzo Zaguri is under construction. It doesn't look so great right now. So we'll kind of bypass that, but over on this side you can see the church of San Maurizio, and the bells are tolling for you now.